Hey guys, Jim here. Just gonna do a video tonight showing you my graded cards that I picked up in the month of March. I've got some modern cards, some vintage cards, a few impulse buys, and so without further ado, let me get started. Topps Living, Derek Jeter. It's a Gem Mint 10. My Topps Living collection. Jeter's not a Hall of Famer, but the minute he becomes eligible, he will be one, and that should be by this time next year. So I got a good deal on this. I paid $22 for it, so I grabbed it. Next up, one of my favorite players, Mookie Betts. I already have his Bowman Chrome rookie card, and now I picked up this 2014 Donruss, the rookies. It's card number 50 in the set. It's Gem Mint 10. I paid $27 for that one. Glad to have it. Next up, I've got a 2013 Topps Manny Machado rookie card. Gem Mint 10, number 270 in the set. It's the fielding version. And I paid $18 for that. Another one of my favorite players, even though he's not on my favorite team, Francisco Lindor. This is 2014 Bowman. Gem Mint 10. It's a silver diamond refractor. It's the is back. What it is, it's got the 1989 Bowman back to it. I love Lindor. He reminds me of David Ortiz, who's one of my all-time favorite players. Just a gregarious guy, always smiling, laughing, joking. Well-liked by all his peers, and also a good young player. Next up, I got another good young player, Cody Bellinger, 2016 Bowman Chrome. I paid $7.50 for this card, and I really like Bellinger. I think he's underrated. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year, and I was, for $7.50, I grabbed this card quick. And I also got another Cody Bellinger. It's a 2017 Bowman Chrome, number 27, Gem Mint 10. I paid $12.50 for this one, but I got 9 other Bellinger cards. They're raw, ungraded. This one was PSA 10, and thought it was a good deal, so I grabbed it. Next up is an impulse buy. 2016 Bowman Best, Kyle Schwarber, number 54. It's Gem Mint 10. Not sure why I bought this card. I know Schwarber's a young player. He definitely has some potential, but he definitely has a hard time with his batting average. Doesn't seem to get it much over the Mendoza line. But anyway, I only paid, what did I pay? I paid $7.50 for this card with the shipping, so I figured give it a shot. Maybe he can figure it out, and we'll go from there. Next up, I've got another one of my favorite players, Carlos Correa, 2014 Bowman Draft Picks. This is the Top Prospects version in Chrome, and it is a Gem Mint 10. Love Correa, he's a great player. And I picked up same card in the black Asia black version. This one's a Mint 9. And as you guys know, these black bordered cards are very hard to get in a Mint 10. This one looks really nice though, but it is a 9, and I only paid $12.50 for it, so I was glad to have it. Next up, I've got 2 vintage cards. They're both from the 1959 World Series. They're 1960 Topps. One is number 388, Hodges winning homer, and number 390, scrambling after the ball. 1960 Topps. I got both of these cards for $8 with the shipping. So couldn't pass it up. The scrambling after the ball is a very good to excellent 4, and the Hodges winning homer is a very good plus 3.5. Next up, I've got a 1979 Hostess, Joe Morgan, hand cut, number 61. It's a near mint 7. These Hostess cards, they always remind me of when I was a kid and my mom would come home from the market. You know, it was the best of both worlds. You had like cupcakes or Twinkies and baseball cards on the box at the same time. So that was great. Somebody had told me that PSA no longer graded hand-cut cards, but I've since gone on the PSA website, and that doesn't appear to be true. It looks like they still do grade hand-cut cards. So anyway, I got this card, and it reminds me of Twinkies and cupcakes, so I'm glad I have it. Next up, I've got my new oldest card in my collection. Previously, I have 2 1951 Bowman cards, but now I've got this 1949 Bowman, Johnny Sane, number 47. It's good plus. It's a 2.5 grade. Johnny Sane, they used to say, spawn insane and pray for rain. He had a 5-year stretch where he was one of the best pitchers in the major leagues. Not in the Hall of Fame, but also had a very good career as a major league pitching coach as well. So quite established, and just a cool old card, a 70-year-old card. It's a good plus 2.5. I paid $15 for it, and it's a great addition to my collection. Next up, 1975 Topps, Gaylord Perry, near mint to mint 8. 530 in the 1975 Topps set. I paid $18.50 for that one. 1973 Topps, Don Sutton. It's a mint 9. I paid $17.50 for that. That's a cheap price for a mint 9 1973 card to begin with. Never mind when it's a Hall of Famer, Don Sutton. So glad I have it. Next up, 1968 Topps, Steve Carlton, near mint 7. Just a cool card, young Carlton. I like the 68 Topps set also. A lot of people think it's kind of goofy looking, but personally I like the set. So got this Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. I paid $20.50 for that one. Next up, 1968 Topps, Tom Seaver, number 45. All-Star rookie. He's got the Gold Cup. It's not his rookie card, but it is his. He had a card in '66. This is his first card with him exclusively on it, though. I think '66 he was sharing it with someone else. I could be wrong about that, but I think it was one of those cards where there was like 2 players on it. Anyway, it's an X-Mint 6, and I paid $36 for that one. And lastly, I've got a 1974 Topps, Mike Schmidt, number 283, and it's near mint to mint 8. And Schmidt had a great career and was a great player, great third baseman. And I paid $51 for that one, which I thought was a lot, but then when I was researching it, found out that it was actually a pretty good price. If you get up, you can't, most mint 8s, near mint to mint 8s are more than $51, and when you get up into the 9, the price shoots way up. And so just a cool vintage card of a great player, and Great addition to my collection. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.